Hi guys, I'm Rick. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making cranberry meatloaf. Alright, I'm starting out here in a large bowl, and I have 3 pounds of hamburger. It's a lean hamburger. I'm going to start out by adding in 1 large onion that I diced up. I'm also going to add in some garlic salt. I'm going to put about a teaspoon in there. Alright, now I'm going to add in some oregano. I'm going to put in about a half a teaspoon because I'm putting Italian seasoned breadcrumb in here, and that has oregano in it already. Drop my lid. Now I'm going to put a shot of yellow mustard in here. There goes my egg. Alright, about 2 tablespoons of mustard. I have tomato soup here. We're going to cover the meatloaf in this, but I'm also going to put in about 2 tablespoons right in the meatloaf. I'm going to get that egg in there, and that's my oven coming up to temperature. And I'm going to add my breadcrumb in. I have about 1/4 cup here to 1/2 cup. I'll probably have to add more, but we'll see as we go. And my cranberries. I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of I've dried cranberries here. 1/2 cup or a little under. Okay, that looks about right. I'm going to get in here and mix this up. Get everything all blended. Right now I have my meatloaf all mixed up, and I was good on breadcrumbs. I'm going to form this into 2 equal size loaves. And I have a 9x13 non-stick baking pan here. If you're not using non-stick, spray it down with some cooking spray. Alright, just eyeballing these, getting them about the same size. We want to pack them tight. That way they don't fall apart while they're baking. And I'm going to mold them down in here. And if you flatten them out some, they will bake quicker. Down in there. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to put my meatloaf in the oven. I'm going to add some water to this then, but I like to put my meatloaf in the oven for about 20 minutes, and that'll let some of that fat cook out of the beef, and then I'll drain that fat off and add my water in. So I'm going to put this in a 375-degree oven for about 20 minutes, and then when that time's up, I'll be back. My 20 minutes are up, and I drained most of that grease off there. You can see in that little dish back there. Now Melissa Witt, my friend Melissa, she always says to me, Rick, every time I make meatloaf it turns out dry. She didn't know how to make it tender. Well, here's the secret, Melissa. You add a little water in the bottom of your pan. And you want to go up probably about a 1/2 inch. And what that's going to do is that's going to steam bake that. Now remember that tomato soup I used in the beginning of the video that I talked about? I'm going to spread it over top of my meatloaves. And just spread it on there as even as you can get it. And these are looking good already, but they're as raw as can be in the middle. They have to go for another 40 minutes, an hour total. And if I were using my meatloaf pan I use in other videos, that takes about an hour and a half because that's just one big solid meatloaf. Alright, now I'm going to cover this with foil, and I'm going to give it another 30 minutes in the oven. And then the last 10 minutes of baking, I'm going to take that foil off and let this tomato soup kind of like harden up a little bit on it, thicken up. So when this is ready to get out, I'll be back. Alright, my meatloaf is done. Like I said, the last 10 minutes I took the foil off and let this tomato soup thicken up on there. And I'd have to sit and rest for a few minutes so it would firm up. Let's cut into this and see if it's as juicy as I promised Melissa it would be. Nice and moist. You see that? Now this sauce back here is a sauce that it cooked in. I dumped it in that bowl, and I skimmed the excess grease off the top. We're going to serve that over top the meatloaf. So let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. I also went ahead and I made some fried potatoes for on the side. So there you have it. Cranberry meatloaf. Give this a try. I think you'll like it. And until next time, I'll see ya.